All right. We'll stop the predictions. This just in from Dublin, the Croke Park Classic. Sam Ficken, kicker for Penn State. He had a rough year last year. 3 ticks on the clock from 36 for the win in Dublin. And the Nittany Lion fans hoping they could toast with Guinness. Yeah! Oh, wow! Franklin Hannah debuts with a W.
That's a big. Hey, what a start! They beat a good team there. That's a good win.
Start to Saturday's games, though. The first game of the day. I mean, what a great start!
They beat him on
Unbelievable.
They beat him on the pitch.
On the pitch.
Yes, sir.
The Irish have no idea what they're watching, but they saw an exciting game. Yeah. You feel good for a kicker who was in battles last year coming through in a big way like that. Big Ten, a little mini roll. Don't
three in a row.
Will it continue in Houston?
You know,
the
people
Badgers
are talking so much about the Badgers offense. No one's paying attention to the defense. They only returned 3 starters, and they lost Chris Borland, who was a beast. So I think that LSU will beat Wisconsin.
Man, I'm going to go the other way. LSU's got 2 quarterbacks. If you've got 2 quarterbacks, you don't really have one. Stud in the background for Wisconsin running the football.
Yeah.
I'm going Wisconsin against an SEC team. Yes, sir.
LSU speed beats power. What's in this drink here?
There we go. Now we're talking.
Now we're getting it going.
And this is the SEC in the Big Ten. I think Tanner McElroy running the football is somewhat of an equalizer, but at the end of the day, I think that those quarterbacks make enough plays to win it. I like LSU.
Can they get into a rhythm?
Close one. I think they can. I think Brandon Harris ends up being the guy there.
All right.
Elsie, that's your first adult beverage. Clemson in Georgia, 5:30 on ESPN. Will we have anything like the thriller we saw last year at Clemson?
I don't think so. I think the Tigers lost too much firepower on Boyd, Watkins, and Bryant. So I think there's going to be too much Gurley tonight. I got Georgia by at least 2 scores.
Too much Gurley.
Too much Gurley.
Too much Gurley. I'm with you.
Too much Gurley.
I mean, that's the toughest guy with the name Gurley. You don't mess with Ty Gurley. He's going to run that football all day long. I'm going with Georgia.
That's a great pick, but I'm telling you, low scoring. Georgia between the edges, real close, low scoring.
I think Cole Stout could play well for Clemson in this game to keep them in it, but at the end of the day, they're on the road. They had the advantage of being at Clemson last year, took everything that they had with home field advantage to beat Georgia. I don't think they get it done on the road this time. I like Georgia to win.
LC keeps saying low scoring. Not everybody agrees with that one. West Virginia and Alabama in Atlanta. Nick Saban seems usually very well prepared for openers, and they've covered the last 6. So they're a big favorite against West Virginia.
And they should be. West Virginia has been allergic to defense, so that continues today. Alabama big over the Mountaineers.
I got to go with you. I love the backfield at Alabama. It starts with T.J. Yellen, and the other guy, his name escapes me right now, but he's just so talented. Yeah, and speed burner. So it's Alabama all day long. West Virginia is still not going to be able to get on track, certainly not down in Alabama.
Alabama by 25. Alabama.
This just isn't about today for me with Alabama. It's about Lane Kiffin and Blake Sims and seeing how that works itself out for the future. I think it's a conservative game plan by Lane Kiffin. They win with defense and running the football, like you said.
Interesting.
All right. Alabama, big favorites. The team that's expected to get back here, perhaps collide with the Tide in the national championship game, is Florida State. Significant favorites over Oklahoma State as the folks give you lots of new faces. History says Mike Gundy's teams are at their most dangerous when they're overlooked. Let's hear what's at stake tonight when the parties evolve.
You guard against complacency by always having a chip on your shoulder, always staying hungry, always wanting more.
People have asked me, have you mentioned Florida State? What are you saying to them? I don't have to say anything. That motivation takes care of itself.
This is everything we want. Just knowing we're the underdog is always going to be a motivation.
They have to have an attitude of domination. They have to be willing to say good enough is not good enough, and I'm not content, and I want to stay on top, and I want to be hungry. And I think they're doing a great job with their attitude so far this season.
Well, Kirk, I have the honor of joining you and Heather Cox on ABC tonight. So, obviously, from you, no pick, but a key to the game.
I think Oklahoma State's only chance in this game is they've got to start fast. When Florida State last year played against teams that didn't have quite the talent that they had, they blew them out 35-0 in the first quarter against many of their teams. So, Oklahoma State needs to get their crowd and the young team to believe that they can play with Florida State.
You believe Oklahoma State can play with Florida State?
I think they're too young right now, especially the first game out the chute. A lot of inexperience on the defensive line. Talented guys, but inexperience. I think that Florida State controls the line of scrimmage, and they win big tonight. I have the Noles winning big.
Stone Cold Steve, you call for some upsets. You call for some more upsets than our typical guest
State. I think famous Jameis is right back on track. He's going to come out slinging the football. If Oklahoma State can get any pressure on him, he throws up a couple of pick sixes. That might give Oklahoma State a chance. I don't think it'll happen in Florida State.
Great pick. Let me tell you one thing. Last year, I put on my helmet twice. Right. And Florida State won the national championship.
With your jersey.
And then look at this. He even made a shirt for me this year. Oh, nice. Is that nice?
Brand new jersey.
But that was last year. You know one thing? I love Pistol Pete, those guns. Let me have one of those guns.
Here you go.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, I like Pistol
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Florida State, I'm a no, and they roll. Florida State,
I'm a no, and they roll.
Florida State, they roll. Let's have fun. Let's have fun.
LC.
Florida State.
So no one to the Black Power today, huh?
Florida State.
Payback for the Bluegrass Bowl. Steve, best of luck, man. Thank you.
I'm going to need another beer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now let's host that. UCLA and Virginia to begin your opening football Saturday. Bob, what you